Hi there everybody, how's it going? Happy Saturday. It's Jessie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff here on Flosstube, and I'm here with my next update. Full disclosure, that crunching sound you hear in the background, that would be the bulldog chewing on a bottle. We don't recycle around here because plastic bottles go to the bull. It's like his favorite toy ever, which is great because, you know, it's great. Yeah, apparently I had a whole lot to say about that. So, how are you guys? Everybody doing well? I hope so. My nose itches. How is it that every time I start a video, my nose starts itching? I don't understand. Anyway, so Danny is out of the house today. He is helping his brother build a play set in their backyard. And so I thought I'd take the opportunity to record, say hello, and to show you all of the things. Originally, what I was going to do is talk about my plans for 2016, but I'm going to save that for a separate video because I kind of want to do a mashup between a review for 2015 and my plans for 2016. I'll be right back. I got to fix the bulldog. He's being loud. Thank you. So, I have... what was I saying? So I'm going to do the 2015-16 another video. In the meantime, today I have finished my one work in progress because apparently I have become like a one whip at a time kind of girl. I don't know what that is, but whatever. And then a bunch of haul. More than I was expecting. Just roll with it. So first things first, I suppose we will start with the finish. And I say it's a finish because it's kind of a mini finish, but it's not like the whole project isn't done yet. So in my last video, he's back to the bottle. We'll just roll with it. In my last video, I talked about the Stony Creek Ho 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 series, so three pattern series. It was their pattern of the month, and so if you ordered the pattern, like this one, if I ordered it in September, I got it for free. That's what I did. So I have all three now, and originally I was going to start, okay, so my plan to start this was for Pop-Up Sal in Cross Stitch It's Fun. Group on Facebook, fabulous group. They had a stitch-along, a Sunday stitch-along, where basically you picked a project that you would only work on Sundays, and like only during the Sunday hangout. They've kind of sort of deviated away from the hangouts a little bit, and so I thought this was really cool, and I was like, all right, I know exactly what I'm going to work on. So I got everything prepped for the Sunday hangout, or for the Sunday Sal, and posted on the group, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go, all set and ready to go. And Friday goes, you know, this isn't for 2 weeks, right? So apparently this Sunday Sal started the Sunday following the American Thanksgiving. But I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm early, but I'm just going to do it anyway because I went through all the prep process and I had everything ready to go. So I just started it. And I stitched on it like gangbusters. I worked on it for one Sunday, put it away for a short period of time, and then I just realized I forgot a whip. I'll have to go get that. Anyway, so I worked on it this one Sunday, put it away, brought it out the next Sunday, and then just kept working on it because I just couldn't put it down. So the first one is the Santa. How cute is he? And I stitched this on a 32 count white opal Belfast. And this is a fat quarter's worth because I wanted to make sure I had enough. And just gonna organize and ta-da! Isn't he cute? I'm gonna sound really redundant here because like I think that social media itself is kind of redundant just because I showed it on Instagram, I showed it on a couple groups on Facebook, and here I am showing it again. I'll just fold all the fabric up so you can see him specifically. So there's Mr. Santa, and he is full of all sorts of different things for me. There are mistakes, but I'm not going to point them out to you because you will forever see them like I do. A couple of different things for me. The what is that? It's like the place on the ornament where you attach the hook. You know what I'm talking about? That is stitched with gliss and gloss, so that's fun. And then there's gliss and gloss like all throughout the hat, like the white part of the hat. There's, let me see if I can bring that in and show you. You can't see it very well, but there is some sparkle in there. And then you can see the beads, the little red holly beads. And then these little embellishments right here. Little bits of holly to go on his hat. And I think he's so cute. I really, really enjoyed this. I just couldn't stop working on it. And so yeah. These tendrils here are stitched with Weeks Dye Works Envy. And once again, I'm having, you know, issues with Weeks Dye Works because the variegation is just kind of meh. You know, I had to spend like what, $230 on each skein. Had to get 2 skeins because that's what the full pattern calls for all 3 of them. And it looks just exactly like the DMC equivalent of 701. So the bottom of that leaf there is stitched with DMC 701, and then the tendril is with Weeks Dye Works, and you can't really even tell a difference. But that's okay. What else was new for me? Oh, I attached the beads. You're not going to be able to see it, thank goodness, but with a strand of white DMC. I didn't feel like messing with the invisible thread, just because I was so excited to get to do some beads that I just didn't even want to bother, so I didn't. So that's that. Really love him. And then the other 2 in the series are going to go underneath him. And then I'll finish it into like a little wall hanging to put with the little tree hanger that I got to go with it. So that's that. So I'm calling that a mini finish because, I mean, it is a mini finish. It's a third of the pattern done, of the full pattern done, but that, I don't have to reference that little booklet anymore. Not at all. So I'm calling it a mini finish. So there's that. So in my last video, I talked about the fact that deciding not to focus only on Persephone for the rest of the year meant that I got to work on some things that I missed. And one of the things that I was really adamant about missing was my elephants from Jane Netley Mayhew. And so that following Monday, I decided to pull out my elephants and work on it because I just missed it. I missed it so much. So I don't have a picture of where it was last time, but I have made a significant amount of progress. First of all, this is the elephants from the Cross Stitch Safari book by Jane Netley Mayhew. And let me pull up the full picture of what it will look like in the end. So there is that. And I have been working on the baby elephant, particularly on his ear. And so here's where I got to. So the last time you saw this, I had most of the top part of the ear here done, and then a little bit of the bottom ear. And so I filled in the rest of that bottom ear and got to work on the shadow that's kind of underneath his ear. And then I started moving towards his skull and his face. So that's what you see there. And then this gigantic space here is Dad's trunk. Let's see if you can see it. So you see on the cover here, it shows the trunk right there. That's what that is, what it will be. Look at how expressive his little face is. He's so cute. I've decided it's a he. I don't know what his name is, but it's a he. And he's adorable. And I had an absolute blast working on this. To be honest, I'd probably still be working on it if it wasn't for the fact that I ran out of one of the major colors. You see this like patch in there of unstitched space. I ran out of a color, and it took me too long to go get it. So I just decided to put it away, and I'll get back to it. I know I will. I can't get over how much I love this piece. I mean, the colors, and I think part of it is just the importance of it to me. I know that Carolyn spoke the same thing about her motherly devotion with the giraffes from Jane Utley Mayhew. It's just an important piece to me, and it's got a lot of memories associated. So anyway, love that. And I will get back to that shortly. So after I finished up the Ho 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 Santa, I was sort of like trying to figure out what my plans for 2016 were. And I'm not going to go into too many details, but originally what I was going to do, he's back on the bottom. Originally what I was going to do is I was going to do the year of starts, but not like a new start every day. I was going to do a new start once a month. And so on the first of every month, I was going to make a new start. And this, I've retrieved it. There we go. Cut it down on the noise a little bit. So I was going to do a new start, like a monthly series. And on the first of every month, I was going to make my new start. Well, I was looking over my whips, and I've got a lot. And my ultimate goal for 2016 is to bring my number of whips down. So I was looking at the projects that I could finish really quickly once the new year starts to try to bring that number of whips down. And I thought, well, why am I waiting until 2016 to get these done? Why don't I just do them now? That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Well, I made mention in my last video that if I focused on this one piece, I could probably get it done. And Thor's gonna come say hi. Come on, Bubby. Come on, Bubby. Come on, come say hi. There you go. Yes. How you doing? Are you having a good day? Yes. He says, hey guys, you see my tooth? Look at my tooth. Here's your tooth. Yes. Are you a good boy? Oh, you are. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Go get your toy. Where's your rope? Where's your rope? So I told you in my last video that if I focused on this piece, I could get it done. And I've since decided that that is exactly what I'm going to do. So this is SK Littlest Fairy, Heaven and Earth design, artwork by Selena Fennick. And when I showed it to you last, I had made some progress on page 2, and I've since been working on it nonstop. Once I finished Santa, I pulled this out, and I've been working on it nonstop since then. So I'm going to show it to you. I'm not working on it on a hoop anymore. By the way, thank you all who explained to me that the hoop that I was using is not really a cross-stitch hoop. That explains so much, and I'm going to be investing in a probably a large but actual hoop meant for embroidery rather than quilting. So I've got Littlest Fairy on my Millennium, and here's where it stands. So let's see if I can balance on my shoulder here. So I've gotten the first 2 columns of page 2 completely done, and then I'm working on the 3rd column here. And this big space here, it's all the same color. It's like a giant chunk of 762. And that's the mushroom that she's sitting on. And I think it's so cute. And it's moving really fast. I posted on Instagram about this earlier today, and I said something like how I've been working on 18 count Aida for a week, and I'm not wanting to tear my eyes out. That's kind of interesting. I'm not an Aida stitcher anymore. Like, even weave is my thing. Linen is really my thing, and I don't particularly enjoy Aida. But I've been working on this, and it's really looking nice. I'm impressed. And my needle minder there is from Gina's Unique Needle Minders. This is a black and white piece, and so I pulled out a black needle minder to go along. It's Christmas Mickey, but it works. So that's that. Love this piece, and I expect that by the next time I'm able to record, I'm going to have this done. You know what that means, guys? I'm going to finish 2 Heaven and Earth designs in a year. That's so cool. So, anyway, that is SK Littlest Fairy. And I'm going to set that over there so that it doesn't stay. Okay. So that is pretty much where my whips stand. I think that I can probably get that that SK, the Story Keep, finished in a week. Just because of the amount of stitching time I have this weekend. I think that I can get the whole thing done. I have just a little less than a half page to do after this page 2 is done. And I'm thinking about cropping it a little bit. Just because the bottom of it, it's just kind of excessive. It's just a little too much. So I'm thinking about cropping it like, maybe like there. So we'll see. I'm not definitive on that yet, but I will let you know once it's done what I have decided. And so those are my whips. I have 2 others that I think I can get done before the end of the year, which would be really, really exciting. But we'll just see what happens. I'm just kind of rolling with it at this point, and I kind of like it. I kind of like just kind of going with whatever I can do. Very, very exciting. Okay, so let's move on to my haul. If you don't like haul videos, see you later. I have quite a little bit here, and so I will see you next time. But if you're here to see some haul, stick around. So the first thing that I purchased was the last, and purchased, it's purchased, but it's the last pattern for the Ho 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 series. So now I have them all, and let's see, what else did I have to get for this one? Oh, this one, you see his mouth? Those are big, big black beads, and Thor says, hello, I want to see. You see? Can you see it? Oh, you like it, huh? Yeah? Do you like it? Tell everybody how much you like it. No, you're not climbing on the table. Get down. Thank you. So the big black beads are what I also had to get for that. So there's that. Now, when Freddie reminded me that the Sunday sale wasn't until the end of Thanksgiving, I was like, okay, well then I'll just pick something else to do. And I haven't, and I'm not going to, because I'm not making any more new starts this year, I think. But I purchased, in the meantime, the pattern that I had planned on doing for that. And so what I ordered was sugar cookies by the Cricut Collection. I am kind of obsessed with the Cricut Collection right now. There is, sorry, I'm reading something on the back here. My plans for 2016 originally, I said the 12 new starts for the year. Originally, I was going to do the Cricut Collection monthlies. And so in January, I was going to start January. I have a feeling that's going to be released before the 1st, etc. Since I'm not doing that, I still wanted a Cricut Collection piece. And so I got sugar cookies. Thor, you stay down. Stay down. Sorry, guys. So I love this. I think it's adorable. Sugar cookies mean a lot to me around Christmas time. We used to have this thing called Cookie Day in my family where we all got together, my aunts and cousins, and we decorated sugar cookies with frosting and sprinkles and whatnot. And so this is it's got memories for me. So love that. And then the fabric that it called for, let me see. It called for 30 count R&R Productions Parched Bones, which can't get on 1, 2, 3 stitch. So instead, I just ordered a 28 count antique white cashel. So very boring, but that's okay because parched bones is a pretty boring neutral anyway. So that's what I'm going to do sugar cookies on whenever I start that. Probably not till some other time. So there's that. Okay, in addition to that order, whenever I'm ordering from 1, 2, 3 Stitch, I always check the clearance fabric section because there are really amazing things you can find on there, and this time was no different. I found a 13 by 18 of 28 count dark cobblestone Lugana. And I will collect all of the neutrals that I can, because you never know what you can put on that. It's almost see-through. The holes on this are ginormous. You're not gonna be able to see the holes, I bet, but anyway. Love this, just a nice little neutral to put X, Y, and Z on. Not really sure. So there's that. Love that. And then the most exciting part of my haul. I love this. I'm so excited. Okay. So you guys know, on the 15th of each month, Mirabilia / Nora Corbett releases their new release, whatever it is. And in November, Nora Corbett released the next two in the Black Forest. Is it Black Forest? Yes, Black Forest Pixies. And I kind of went into a fog when I saw them because they are stunning. I love them. And now I want them all. Typical. You know, I want all of the Bewitching Pixies, and now I want all of the Black Forest Pixies. I loved the Rain Collector and the Willow Queen, but these two stunned me. So I ordered them both. And it just so happens that when I saw the release, it was Leslie from Under the Sea Fabrics that shared them. And she was offering a 20% off if you pre-ordered them along with their materials. So I did. So here is the leaf collector. I love her. I love that the leaves are maroons and golds and pinks and oranges. Very pretty. And these are her materials. So we have 3 Karen water lilies. I'm going to take them out of the bag. Okay, so we have Pine Forest, a deep, deep dark green with blue hints running through, and yep, blues and greens. I wondered if there was black in there, but it's not really a black. And then Wisteria, which is a pale purple, as one might expect. Gorgeous. God, I love Karen water lilies. They're so soft. Everybody does that. Never mind. And then this one, Hot Peppers, makes me so happy. You guys know why. I'm just going to tighten up the twist here. Hot pinks, strikes of yellow, strikes of purple, reds and oranges. Stunning. Love that. And then there's also a Krennic that's very similar to that Wisteria. It's a little bit paler, but it's like a pale purple color. Let me see here. Yeah, very close together. So anyway, so that's that. And the number on that is 093. Very fine braid, so number 4. So that is that. And then, so I got the threads, the specialty threads. I'm just going to keep her all together, as well as the beads. And excuse the noise here. So I'm not going to take these out because they're beads, but love them. Lots and lots of bugle beads, which you guys know are my favorites. Don't like those, but whatever. So that is for the leaf collector. Okay. And then, similarly, we have the berry collector, who is also stunning. And I love that she kind of reminds me of like a really cool Mardi Gras costume. Like, I would dress up as her for a Mardi Gras. That's very cool. Okay, I would not, but like, you know, pretend me would. Anyway, love her. And again, we have her threads. And so here we've got, this one is kelp. It's really a grello with bits of green in it and brown. That's gorgeous. And then we also have Distant Hills, purples and greens. Lovely combination. Seriously, I love purple and green. It's wonderful. and a pale yellow Krennic. This is 091. Sparkles. And then these are, let me put these back in the bag. Oop, oop, oop. These are the beads for the berry collector. I like these down here. They're kind of two-toned. There's some grays and some yellows in there. That's pretty cool. And then great big, what are those, 6 knot? Yeah, size 6 beads. These are really cool too. You see that one random purple one in there? I think that's on purpose. Maybe not. It really is the only one. But still, very cool. I'm so excited. Oh, this one down here is kind of two-toned. This one here, there's blues and purples in there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see that. They're variegated. Huh. Variegated beads. Who knew? So when Leslie sent me these, she just sent them along with my November November fabric of the month, and it is autumn. And as always, it is a 32 count Belfast linen. And I love this. I really hope that this color becomes a permanent, because it's, neutrals make me so happy. Seriously, they make me so happy. So this is a peachy one with shots of darker brown. So I get this package and I'm like giddy as can be. And I open it up, and here's what I saw when I opened it. Like, I pulled everything out of the package, I opened it up, laid it down haphazardly, and in essence, this is what I saw. And you know what I saw? The most perfect fabric for the Black Forest Pixies. How perfect. Like, it's almost like it was planned that way. I am stunned and in love. And that is why I hope this becomes a permanent on Leslie's line, because I'm going to do all of the Black Forest Pixies on this color, or something similar to it. If Leslie doesn't make it a permanent, then I'll find something close. But how perfect. I got this package and it was like 2 full kits, because the Bewitching Pixies, they're small, so I can fit both of them on this one piece of fabric. So I got fabric, beads, specialty threads, and charts, all in one happy little envelope. And it really was. It was a happy little envelope. So very, very excited about that. Made me so happy. And yeah, Leslie's just wonderful. I love her color sense. Really, really a happy, happy customer. I've contemplated doubling my Fabric of the Month subscription, but I will hold off on that. So that is that. I have 2 more things to show you. One of them is not cross-stitch related. The other is, I have a couple of needle minders from Gina's most recent sale. And the reason this purchase happened is this one right here. This is meant to be a rendition of Hogwarts Castle. But wait, it gets even more fun. It opens. You see? It opens. How wonderful is that? That made me just like tickled. When Gina posted it and she said that it opened, I went, okay, that has to come home with me. And so it did. But I had to justify the shipping. Right? I mean, that's a thing. So I got another one. Plus, I didn't have any fairies, which is kind of mind-blowing. So I got this fairy, and she's huge. I wasn't expecting her to be so big, but she's really big. Like, look at her compared to the castle. She's big. She's a big fairy. and she's gonna go on my littlest fairy, which I think is ironic. It's like the biggest fairy ever on my Story Keep littlest fairy. Yep, I like it. Good combination. And purple. Duh. So I'm gonna put that on right now, actually. There we go. So that makes me very happy. New needle minders always makes me happy. In that 2015, 2016, I'll show you all of my needle minders like all together. One of them is currently going through repair surgery, and so, yeah, I can't show it now. I got a new project bag for knitting. And it's adorable. So, those of you in the knitting world will have heard of this bag maker. And she is the best one. And her bags are beautiful. And they always sell out so stinking fast. But I got one. She has updates, and I finally got one. It's not the one I wanted because there was one that she had that had like mugs of hot cocoa or coffee, depending on your interpretation. But I missed that one, but I got this one, and I don't even care because it's adorable. Oh my god. It's like Christmas woodland creatures. Did you see this? How cute. So let's see. We've got a squirrel in a stocking. I think he's in a stocking. Well, he's just holding the gift card tag. We have an owl in that hat with ear flaps. Oh my god. We have a fox apparently sniffing a cherry from a squirrel. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Maybe it's a hollyberry. Still, it's kind of weird. Are they kissing under the mistletoe? Is that what that is? That's kind of what it looks like. I don't even care, it's adorable. Let's see, is the deer? I'll show you the deer on this side. And then we have a deer, a little bird sitting on his butt. Going, hey guys. Sorry for the interruption, dropped frames. Fox with a squirrel on his butt, holding hollyberries. I love this, and it's so beautiful. And it's like perfect size because I'm a shawl knitter, and like this is fantastic shawl size with a really great fabric handle on a industrial lobster claw here for zippering, and plain inside fabric, but I love it. Seriously, this cannot be my last Fat Squirrel bag because this is beautifully made. Just excellent. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. So that's that. And so I won't go on any more about that. So that's it that I have for you today. You can expect that 2015-16 mashup video here in the next week or so. Not promising anything, but that's what I'm going to try to do. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. For all of you new subscribers out there, hello, and thank you. For those subscribers that have been with me for over 2 years now, I love you. You're so good. And once again, thank you so much for all of your comments and likes. It's good to know that you're there. Oh, there's writing. Maybe not. I don't know. There's like a Rorschach's test on the inside of the castle. Oh, you can't see that, so never mind. Anyway, distraction aside, thank you guys, and have a happy stitching week. I'll see you soon.